Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kevin. Today I'm camping in the Upper Hillsborough Preserve. It's about 6:30 in the evening. It's still in the mid 80s and I plan on doing some hammock camping tonight. Hopefully it cools off. If the mosquitoes are too bad, I'm just gonna sleep in the back of my truck like I normally do. I have no AC, no generator or anything, so I just have my little battery bank and a little 12-volt fan, so hopefully that's gonna be good enough for tonight. So before I set up camp, I'm just gonna drive around the preserve, see if I can find any deer, any kind of wildlife for that matter. I have seen a lot of signs of hogs, so maybe we'll have some hog sightings tonight. So about a year ago, I camped here with Ron, Josh, and we met Noah for the first time here. Since then, apparently it's turned into like a homeless camp. So there's a lot of stuff going on over there, and I've kind of got this little area to myself. Last year when we came, this was a designated camping spot. There was a fire ring, but I think someone either came through and scrapped all the fire rings and took them, or this isn't a designated camping area anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead and camp here tonight. I'm just gonna dig a hole with my shovel, start a fire, and then just fill it back in when I'm done in the morning. Now, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on over there. I got some dogs that have not stopped barking the whole time I've been here, so I don't know if I'm actually going to even camp here the rest of the night, because that just annoys the hell out of me when I'm trying to sleep. And also, right behind me right there, as you can see, there's some train tracks right there. So about every 45 minutes to an hour, there's probably going to be a train coming through for the Mosaic mines. So I started a campfire a little earlier than I normally do, and I'm actually going to be cooking over the fire and not with my propane stove. And thanks to Backwoods Gourmet channel, I'm actually going to be copying one of his meals that he showed us how to make, and that is a tinfoil meal. So I'm using my Max Oak AC50. It's a portable battery bank. That's connected to my LED light on a stick. And that is lighting up my entire camping area. So tonight's meal is going to be really simple. All I'm really going to need is a fork, a knife, and some tin foil. 'Tonight's meal is really simple and really cheap at that. I have 2 ears of corn, I have some sauce, I have some sausages, a pepper, mozzarella cheese, and some butter. So I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and prepare for tonight's dinner while the coals are still getting hot. One thing Ron and I don't ever talk about on this channel are firearms, and as you guys can tell, I usually carry a Glock 27 or a Glock 22 when I'm camping by myself like tonight, or when we're out primitive camping in the forests. I'm not a lawyer or an attorney, so I'm not giving out legal advice. You are allowed to open carry while camping in the state of Florida if you meet certain criteria. If you guys have any questions or if you want to read some kind of information, a gentleman by the name of Kevin from Florida Carry reached out to us and sent us some stickers and some pamphlets and reading material. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or anything you want to learn more, floridacarry.org. It's a non-profit and they're more than welcome to answer any of your firearms questions for the state of Florida. So thanks for that. We'll put them stickers on the grill whenever I start using that again. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this corn right here in tin foil and then go ahead and set those on the coals because these are going to take a little while probably to cook. I'm just going to set these off to the side for right now. I want them to get warm, but I don't want them to cook just yet. So this is going to be pretty easy. There's a right way to do this and a wrong way. Backwoods Gourmet channel knows the right way and he taught us. The only problem is the tin foil that I have isn't the right size, so I can't get the right amount of folds to do this correctly. So I'm basically just going to put everything in here and just wrap it up with as many folds as I can. You want the right number of folds and creases because that keeps the pressure inside, and you want it to cook at the right temperature and the right everything. So once you have your tin foil out, you can take some sauce, just put it right in the middle like so. That's probably pretty good. You take as many sausages or any kind of sausage that you want. You can cut it up, leave it whole. I'm gonna leave it whole, so I'm just gonna put one. Actually, I'm gonna do two right there in the middle like that. Take some pepper, some long ones. Put them in there like so. You can basically add anything you want to this. It's really easy. You can put anything in tin foil. Some cheese. Alright, so now you're going to wrap it up. So basically this is pretty much what it's going to look like. You want to have enough room on the tin foil left over that you can fold like the first one an inch and then fold it over again a ½ inch and just keep going and going and going until it's kind of tight and firm. So I'm going to set this on some hot coals and it's going to boil inside there, cook really nicely. So maybe in, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so we'll check it and see if it's hot enough and hopefully enjoy a nice little meal in tin foil. As you can see, that tin foil is holding the pressure in pretty well. And probably a few more minutes, I'll go ahead and take it off, open it up, and it should be cooked pretty well. So that was yet another train. Some of them are like 25 minutes apart and some of them are almost an hour. But anyway, I don't have any tongs to lift this stuff out of the fire and put it on my table. So I'm just gonna use my shovel, scoop it up, and just set the food and the coals or whatever I scoop up directly on the metal table that's on the swing away tire carrier on the back of my truck. That looks delicious. It is still boiling in there. That smells so delicious and you can hear it still boiling inside. So thank goodness for this metal table right here, because I wouldn't be able to do this on my actual tailgate because it's plastic composite and it would definitely just melt. So now I'm just going to open up one of these and see if it's cooked all the way. That way I can just roll it back up, put it in the fire. It was in there for quite a while. I don't remember what time I actually put these next to the coals, but it doesn't take long. I figured if it takes a minute in the microwave to get hot, 10 minutes on a fire wrapped in tin foil should be plenty. Oh yeah, that is plenty. And it's still nice and moist, so it's not dried out, so that's good. I actually got this at Publix. Whew. Still pretty hot. So this is still pretty hot, but it smells so good. I really want to open it up and see what it looks like. Whew. Yeah. Alright. Trying not to get it to where it leaks all over my truck, but I already messed up. I should have opened it up from the top like a boat. That way I could have just ate it like a bowl, but you rip down the side, so it's already leaking, so hopefully it just kind of goes off the side, but I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. So again, that's just 2 sausages, some peppers, some cheese, and some tomato sauce. And it smells amazing. So that's what I'm going to dig into tonight, guys. It's so hot, but it is so good, especially with these peppers in here. Not a huge fan of peppers, but so good. So probably one of the best things about this meal is just the cleanup. I have my chopping block from the pepper, I have a knife, a fork. The rest of this just gets rolled up in a ball, so I don't leak it everywhere. I got a little brush to brush off the coals, and that's all I have to do to clean up. So luckily for me, when I bought this bumper from Travis, he had a little water spigot right here on the side, so I can get everything nice and wet right there. Add a little bit of soap. You take my sponge and just clean everything right here at the back of the truck. It takes like 2 minutes. So it's almost 10 o'clock. I got my hammock set up. I decided not to sleep in the back of the truck. I got my Eno hammock going from the tree to the roof rack on the truck. No rain fly, no bug net, just straight hammock and just a little fleece blanket to cover up with. I think it's probably like 78 degrees right now. It's not warm and it's not cool exactly. Some mosquitoes, nothing bad, but they don't usually bother me too much in the hammocks. So it's just after 11 p.m. I'm gonna get ready to at least get in the hammock. Turn this on. Get some light. Ooh. So if I get too hot, which I don't think I'm gonna get too hot, but if the mosquitoes are too bad, I have this 12-volt fan right here, and this thing throws so much air, but unfortunately there's no brand, there's no name anywhere on this fan, but this thing throws a lot of air. We clip this to the top of the rooftop tent, and it's like having a ceiling fan. It feels so good at nighttime. So I'm going to power that off this power bank right here, and I'm just going to set the power bank on the ground and then just have the wire going up and the fan just up in the hammock. So that's if I need it. I don't think I will, but other than that, it's been a pretty good night. I'm not sure how many more trains are going to come. They've kind of slowed down. I don't think one's come for about 45 minutes, but that doesn't mean they're not going to continue to come. It's Mosaic Mines, and that's a 24-hour operation, so might actually kind of hear one off in the distance right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, start cleaning up some stuff, put away these lights. I'm not gonna need those in the morning. Lock up the truck even though I'm camping right here. Just don't want anybody to come unlock the truck while I'm sleeping or something. And should have a pretty good night. If you cherish sleep, this is definitely not the campground for you. So I guess it's time to wrap up the video. This is a very, very loud campground. Between the railroad tracks, the airport, all the semis leaving Mosaic Mines, the 55 plus community that borders this campsite, and just everything else in general, it's just really loud. I didn't fall asleep till about 4 o'clock this morning and woke up right about 8:45 this morning. Other than that, it was a fun experience, and the preserve is really pretty. You're probably gonna see a lot of wildlife if you come drive the loop. The loop's probably about 15, maybe 20 minutes long if you take your time. Other than that, I do not recommend this campground unless you're just gonna stay up all night partying or drinking or something, I don't know.